This is one of the first villages I came to when I first moved to Aix-en-Provence. This is Ventabren, and I haven't been back in almost 3 years now, so I thought it was time to return, and a perfect place to show you guys if you ever come visit Aix-en-Provence. You can visit this village that's really empty and you'll see nobody but probably just the locals that live here. So let's go take a look at a village in the south of France. So this is like one of the main staircases up through the village. This is Grande Rue, and it's really beautiful. There's just this beautiful long staircase, and you can see all the cute little homes on the side, all of the colored shutters, and it's just really, really beautiful here. One of the reasons maybe why I haven't returned here is because I brought my English Bulldog Kingston, and if you've been with the channel since the beginning, you most likely remember him. And I could just really remember walking up these stairs with him and just us both exploring France for the very first time. And yeah, so it's pretty special to be back. That's one thing I love about villages. There's always a kitty to say hello to.
Every single video you make has an animal in it. Or a pigeon, or a dog.
You smell Sophia?
It looks like someone made a bar out of their house, which is never open apparently because it is a weekday. It's no holiday and yet it's closed. I could totally picture like all the people living in that street just coming here for a drink in the evening.
So cute. Is it a library?
Yeah, it's a little library. I could just take a book and drop a book. I love when they do that.
Me too. In our future home, I would like to have that. Being in a small village like this is so different, very different experience than being in Aix-en-Provence, because right now it's spring and it is so busy. The streets are already full, terraces are full of people, and just coming to a tiny village like this where it's completely quiet. We've ran into, I think, 2 people already, and one was just somebody that was coming out of their front door. So it's just a very different experience. I'm loving it because it's nice and peaceful and quiet. Oh, I actually hear somebody. But yeah, very, very different. It's nice being in a small village.
I could sit around and wait all day.
When I come to villages like this is when I'm like, okay, maybe I could live in a small village. Like, look at this beautiful house behind me and those shuttered windows with that really beautiful curtain just flowing in the wind. It's so magical. I'm curious if you had the choice to live in a small village like this or outside in like the countryside in a home, which would you choose? I think I would still choose the countryside, but places like this, I don't know. It's really, really cute here.
I don't wanna waste it on anybody. Take it with anybody but you.
So I kind of wanted to talk about a creative block that I've been having. Creating content weekly on YouTube is so much fun, but can also be at certain times very, very stressful. I've been creating videos weekly for 3 years now, almost 3 years, And sometimes there's these moments, for instance, like this week, where I just don't know what to create. I'm kind of having a block and I'm unsure of what to do that will be searched on YouTube, that will be shown to people, something that people will enjoy. Especially since I've been creating videos in France for this long, I feel like what's something new that I can do and share with you guys that you haven't seen already. So I've really been struggling, and I thought I would come here since it's a small village and not something that you can really find when looking up on the internet or on YouTube. So I kind of wanted to show you guys a smaller village that's not as known as others. So I was thinking for a series, maybe what I can do is start showing villages in Provence that aren't really as known. Usually don't have like restaurants or stores to browse, but it's just very picturesque, very quiet, and beautiful scenery. So if that's something you guys would like to see, please let me know. And also any video ideas. I would really appreciate any ideas, because yeah, I'm just in that moment right now where I'm unsure of what to create, especially since we're not traveling right now. It's yeah, just having a creator like block, and so sorry if it shows it. I'm really just trying to be creative and show you guys beautiful places, but that's where I'm at in this moment. Look at this. Spring's here. I love it. So pretty. I think I forgot how beautiful this village is, because every little place we turn, I'm just like jaw dropped. Also because it's spring and there's so many flowers, but there's like bougainvillea climbing up the wall right here to these green shutters. Let's go. It's so pretty. Look at this. It's just so quiet here. All you could hear is the church bells, the birds. Oh, if you could smell right now, I smell jasmine. Oh, and there it is. I'm in heaven. It's so nice. Oh, it smells so good.
I have recently noticed in Sam a profound love for flowers lately. It used to be dogs only. Now I feel like flowers are pretty much up there with the dogs and the animals.
Okay, wait a minute. Dogs, it will always be dogs over flowers, but I will say, in France, the dogs act very different than in America. They're so well behaved that when you make eye contact with a dog, like in LA, I really will try to make eye contact with the dog so that they will come to me and give me some love, and I give them love in return. But here in France, you make eye contact with a dog and they're just like, and they just keep walking along. And so, yeah, I feel like, do you notice that?
Yeah, flowers don't run along.
Well, flowers, like I can go and like sniff them, and yeah, I'm probably looking super weird and talking about this on YouTube, but yeah, that's how I feel. Look at you.
What?
You just taking in the moment?
This feels very nice.
So one thing I notice when you come to like the smaller villages that really aren't on, I guess, the internet, like Saint-Rémy-de-Provence, Lourmarin, they don't really have any restaurants or shops like I mentioned before. So I've only seen one restaurant so far, and it's right around the corner right here. But the views look stunning from here, and I'm sure it's quite pricey, but it looks really beautiful. So as I mentioned earlier about kind of just like a burnout and creative block, I thought of this last minute today. I thought about coming here, and it's just really insane how Provence is so inspiring and how much beauty is out there if you just get out the doors and go somewhere. This is about a 20-minute drive from Aix-en-Provence. So if you are ever visiting Provence, I highly recommend coming here. I know also last week I also had a creative block, and then I just went out into the city center and created a video. So Provence is really, really inspiring, and I could see why so many artists have come here and created art while living here or visiting here. So yeah, I feel so blessed to live in this country and specifically this region. It's truly a blessing. Can you guys believe that it's been 3 years? I'm about to go renew my carte de séjour coming up this July, which will mark my 3-year anniversary in France. And that is just so insane to think about how fast time flies, and just to cherish really every moment that we have on this earth, because time just goes by so fast. And I'm really practicing just being in the moment and creating these positive mindsets. I've kind of stopped meditating in the mornings, and I've brought that back in my practice. And it's been really, really good for my mental health. And today in my meditation, it just talked about how if you let your mind take control of your thoughts of any negativity or fear or worries, that you're making that your reality and you control your thoughts. So I'm really trying to stay in that positive mindset and realize that this is the life I'm living and how blessed I am to live here, and how beautiful my life has been these 36 years coming up this Monday, which is crazy. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of share a little bit of my thoughts. I usually just talk about the villages, but that's kind of where my mind has been. I'm probably rambling. So let's get walking and see more of Ventabren. Out of all the places I was talking about creative block and artists that come here, look what street I'm on. I don't know if you could see. Rue Cezanne. I still need to go to his atelier, so maybe that's another video idea I could do for you guys. But that's just very, very fitting. Love how that works out. What are you thinking, my love?
I was just thinking right or left. Yeah, my mind is pretty simple. So do we go upstairs or do we go down the pathway? I know this street right there just goes around the whole village back to where we parked. And there's a nice view, but there's no more village. Or we go up there and try to get to that castle. I think we should go that way.
Okay, it's funny because
What?
you have a mark on your head from filming me with the camera pressed against your face.
Yeah, well, you were rumbling for like 5 minutes, so yeah, it got indented in me.
If you know me, you know I have a fascination with doors. Love, love, love these doors. Oh, and there we are. It's so peaceful here. Last time we came, we weren't able to go up this way because we had Kingston, my bulldog, and he was 11 years old and would definitely not be able to walk up all these stairs. So I'm excited to see the view from up here and to see what else is up here.
So that beautiful house down there with all the foliage on the walls has that little bridge. They cross the street on that bridge. They get to this part, which is their garden, with like olive trees, and over there they have a freaking pool. What?
Curious about like people's lives that live here. Like I was just daydreaming and like, oh, if I lived here, I would come up here and read my book and just have like morning meditation here. It's so beautiful. Look at this view. It sucks because it's a gray day. It's nice for us because it's not as hot, but if only you could really see what it looks like in person here. It's stunning. Ruins of a chateau, but we can't access it. Wow.
Well, the weather really changed. When we first got here, it was very nice and sunny and warm. And all of a sudden, it's gray and the rain is just about to come. And one fun thing about the region is that we're very known for like the Mistral, which is a northwest side wind, which pretty much clears up the sky really quick. So whenever Mistral comes, it takes away the clouds and brings some sun and some cold because it comes from the north. However, we have a lot of wind, and sometimes we have east or south side wind, and then that's what brings the rain. And I think today that's what we're experiencing right now, and the weather changed really quickly.
Yeah.
And I think it's gonna rain before the end of the day.
Definitely looks like it's gonna rain. And
Yeah.
Mistral also brings a lot of pollen during springtime. Like all of the pollen is flying off the trees.
Yeah.
It's no fun.
Also, another fun fact is when the wind blows from the south, sometimes it brings a lot of sand from northern Africa, and then we get some like really rough rain, and then the cars are like covered in like sand.
And the sky looks really, really weird.
Yeah,
during
like
that time.
yellowish. Yeah,
Yeah.
that happens quite a lot.
Look at big spider on my shirt. With long legs. Back to nature, my friend. Come in. Voila.
Is it raining already?
One sprinkle on my head.
Okay, we gotta get out of here. I think it's gonna rain hard.
So at the very top where we were just at, there's an amazing viewpoint, 360. So make sure if you come to Ventabren to make sure you head to the top where you'll see the ruins of a chateau. There's also a cemetery up there. Let me know if you guys are enjoying this type of video. I'd really like to hear your input. If this is something you want to see, more of tiny villages in Provence. This is a really small village, so it can be done within an hour and a half since there's no restaurants or stores to browse around, but it's really, really beautiful. So let me know if you guys enjoyed it in the comments down below, and if you would rather see something else, or yeah, just what you would like to see as a virtual escape to France. But I think that's going to do it for this week's video. Stay tuned for next week because we are off to Paris for one night. Paul and I are going to be recording both a video of a day in Paris. So stay tuned and we'll see you next week. A bientôt!